What's up YouTube? My name is Jonathan and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can see by the title of this video, I will be talking about my ex-girlfriend cheating on me with my brother. And no, I do not mean my best friend who I consider my brother. I do not mean my cousin who I consider my brother. I mean my actual biological brother. So just before we start off, I want to let you guys know that my older brother and I are in great terms. Completely love the guy loves me back, and we're great. So no hate towards him. Before we start this video, out of respect of my ex-girlfriend, I am not gonna mention her name. So for this video, we're gonna be calling her Amy. Amy and I met in high school. We went to a brand new school, so we ended up being the first graduating kids from that school. Amy was the girl that I always picture I would date. I mean, she was tall, blonded hair, white, light eyes, all-around athlete. And yeah, I mean, she caught my attention as soon as we, like the first couple of days of school. Everyone for some reason knew Amy. Amy was very familiar. I think she went to middle school with a lot of the students there. So she was very, very close, very popular from the get. I was a complete nobody in that school. Like, I got accepted to the school because it was a brand new school. And luckily, I got accepted there with my best friend. So, I mean, I just knew her, but everybody in that school knew one another. So at this point, I'm a freshman in high school. I wanted to throw a party because I was turning 15 years old, and I invited Amy. I invited a couple of friends that I clicked with that year, and yeah, I threw a birthday party at my house. Amy comes, a bunch of other people come. I honestly thought Amy was out of my league. She definitely was. Like, at that time, I was ridiculously I can't even say it. Ridiculously ugly. I was ridiculously ugly. Does that even make sense? Point blank, I was ugly. So just to rewind back a little bit, I totally skipped the part where before my birthday party, we had this ranger recruiter come to the school, and basically he was trying to recruit students to do this community service program, where you become rangers, and you would do a lot of community service work, like, pick up garbage and like kind of do things for animals and stuff. So I needed a certain amount of community hours, so I was like, why not just do this? I went to the ranger recruiting office for my first day, and I ended up seeing Amy. I just decided to go ahead and pursue this community service program. While pursuing the community service program, me and Amy were getting closer, and that's basically how our friendship started to develop. In high school, she was going through this on and off relationship with one of her exes, and I remember her trying to use me to make her ex-boyfriend jealous. We would hold hands down the hallway, we would flirt, we would just kind of be together all the time, and that's how we slowly started to get to know each other. So while I was helping her make her ex-boyfriend jealous, I came up with a rumor that her and I were officially dating. I ended up telling my friends at lunchroom, and then it spread quickly, and then I got back to her. She confronted me about it, but it wasn't like a mad confrontation. She was just like, oh, like, I heard we're dating. And I was just like, it was a joke, don't worry about it. Days go by or whatever, we just start building our friendship, relationship, and we just become actual boyfriend and girlfriends. Even though I was very nervous about this relationship, I was really excited just because she was like the first girl that caught my attention and was completely my type. And yeah, I mean, the only thing that I was worried about Amy was just her personality, her being very flirtatious, very, very popular, and me being nothing similar to that. Me being who I am, I was very laid back, just do my own thing, and very quiet. So like, I wasn't really adjusting to her lifestyle. Like, that lunchroom literally had a back corner where all like the popular kids would sit at, and she would always sit there. So I would legit have to force myself to sit there. And I'm not saying I didn't like anybody in that table, but it was just so weird to just have no friends, or like a very, very little amount of friends, to now be known in the school because I was dating this popular girl, Amy. So fast forward to us making 5 months. It was a very special day for us. We had like dinner, we ended up coming to my house, we like exchanged I love yous, and yeah, I mean, we that was our day that we both got intimate. After a little bit, I decided to go to the basement and get her mouthwash. So I live on the second floor, and then we have a first floor, which is the living room, and then there's the basement, which is my parents' room. So I go to the basement to find mouthwash for her, and I remember my mom asking, "Oh, where's Amy?" And I'm just like, "Oh, Amy's upstairs. I left her in my room." And then she goes, "Oh, you left her upstairs with your brother?" And she was like dead serious. And I'm like, "Yeah, but my brother's in his room." So I was a little confused on why she would say that. And even my dad interrupted the conversation and asked my mom, "Why would you say that?" And I mean, I'm 15, I'm young, I never really thought of it like that. And the only reason I could think of it now is that my mom knew back then that my older brother was just messing around, doing his own thing. I guess my mom just had that idea, you know, like, you shouldn't leave your girlfriend by herself. I started thinking, yeah, like, why did I leave Amy upstairs? I mean, but I was like, nah, like, let me not think like that. Like, this is my biological brother. This is the girl that I love. Like, mom is just overreacting. Mom is being mom. So I finally find the mouthwash and I'm walking to the living room, which is the first floor. And I started feeling butterflies in my stomach. And these were not the loving, flying butterflies you feel when you love someone. These were like crappy, sad butterflies that make me want to shit. Like, it was upsetting butterflies, you know? And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am I feeling a little anxious? At this point, I started overthinking stuff. I started thinking about my mom and what she said. And I started thinking about the fact that there was no noise on the second floor. I felt something was wrong. And that's why I truly believe, like, listen to your gut. I mean, I think I read this on Twitter the other day. Someone said something about, like, always listen to your gut because you know that B is right. And I'm telling you, my gut was right that night. So I am by the stairs about to go to the second floor, back to my room, to give Amy her mouthwash so she could wash her dirty ass mouth. For a second I stop and I'm like, should I go upstairs and just find Amy in my bed, pretend like nothing ever happened, pretend like my mom never said that? Or should I be a spy? And I decided to be a spy, and I was good at it. So I decided to be an aggressive spy, and I'm like, fuck it, just do it. And I start stumbling on the stairs. I start making noise like if I'm running up the stairs. And I hear someone running from my brother's room towards my room. And at this point, the butterflies came out of my ass. I am shook. I am confused. I am bleh. As soon as I hear someone running down, I'm just like, I can't even breathe. Like, but I keep my cool. I'm still thinking positive. I'm still thinking my brother is my brother. My girlfriend is not being a hoe. She's being my girlfriend in my bed, waiting for her mouthwash. So what I decide to do is look up, and I'm like, what's going on? Amy looks down at the stairs and goes, nothing, legit like this, smiling, and her face is completely red like a freaking tomato. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay. And I just came up the stairs. The bathroom door was open. My older brother was hanging outside his room. I mean, again, the signs are there, but I didn't see anything. You know, everything looks normal. I can't just jump to assumptions and just start attacking them and then be a complete, think about it and be like, hey, like, did you just like cheat? Like, I can't do that. You know, this is my older brother. This is my blood brother. This is my girlfriend. Like, I can't lose that trust. You know, maybe it could be that I was overreacting. I was just not thinking straight, and I let my mom get the best out of me, and that's what I did. I was like, you know what, nothing happened here. It's fine. I go to the bathroom and I tell Amy, here's your mouthwash, and she's like, oh, it's okay. Like, your older brother gave me toothpaste. And I said, okay. And then it was just very weird. It became from being such a beautiful afternoon with her to such an awkward afternoon. After that, we get on my family's car, my parents' car, to go to the party we had at night. Just to fast forward, we went to the party. She sat on my lap and she was like whispering things to my older brother's ear. it was again more signs. At this point, I'm like pissed. But I cannot assume anything because I kept telling myself, you don't want to mess up your relationship with your brother, and of course, you don't want to mess up your relationship with your girlfriend. But at some point at the family party, my cousin wanted to go to the deli, my older brother wanted to go, and of course, my girlfriend wanted to go. And I didn't want to go. You know, I just had a beer. I just wanted to like chill, relax. And she was trying to convince me to go, and I just didn't want to go. And she went and I didn't go, and I'm like, okay, this bitch cheated on me. So fast forward a week or two later, my best friend calls me. And at this time of life, my best friend and my ex-girlfriend Amy were kind of close. They got very close. For such a dumb reason, Amy thought it was best for her to tell my best friend Carla what she did, thinking that Carla was not going to tell me. Amy told Carla that she cheated on me with my brother Louis. So I'm in the living room. I think I'm watching SpongeBob. At this point, I kind of forgot about the whole thing, but it was still in my head. You know, at this point, I'm just like, whatever. Like, all I'm gonna do is forget about it because, again, I didn't see anything. My best friend calls me. I pick up the phone and she's like, Jonathan, I have to tell you something. The first thing that I thought of was Amy. Amy cheated on me with Louis. Like, I knew it. As soon as she told me, I have to tell you something. And I said, I know what it is. And she goes, what is it? And I tell my best friend, Amy cheated on me with Louis. And my best friend Carla said yes. And I think to this day, Amy doesn't know that's how it happened. At this point, I'm furious. I'm pissed. I'm like super mad. And I'm ready to beat the crap out of my brother. My best friend's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I'm like, I'll handle it. Like, I'll figure it out. And I just hang up the phone on her. I remember sitting back in the couch and I look towards my left and I see my mom in the kitchen. And she's cooking. And something that my mom hates the most is when her sons are fighting. So if me and my younger brother, my older brother, if we're fighting, she hates that. She feels like we should all love each other, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, right now I'm gonna go upstairs and like throw the computer at my brother, because he was like a gamer back in the day, so he would play computer all the time. And if I just threw the computer at him and just broke it, like, that's what he deserved, you know? I wanted to talk to my mom about it because I didn't want to beat up my brother and then my mom get tight at me, and it was just gonna be a whole like big scene, and I was just like, ugh. I was just so pissed. You guys have no idea how pissed I was. I mean, think about it. If you find out your love of your life cheated on you with your sibling, like, it's not even a guy or a girl, you know, in the streets. This is freaking your family. I was lost for words. So I go to my mom and I'm like, I have to tell you something. And like at this point, she sees that I'm mad. I'm about to cry. She's like, what is it? And then she asked me if I got Amy pregnant. I'm like, no, mom, not that. And I tell my mom straight up, Amy cheated on me with Louis. Mom is like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry. Like, you see, I told you not to leave her. I'm like, mom, how do you tell me not to leave my girlfriend? Like, you know, like. And she's like, I kind of had a feeling. She just had a feeling that something could have happened, but she didn't know something actually happened. I remember just telling her that I'm gonna go upstairs right now and just gonna take care of it. She's like, no, let me do it. Let me do it. Like, I love my brother, but if I can go back, I will beat the crap out of you, Louis. I'm sorry. So while my brother went downstairs, I went to his room because I was ready to confront him about it. And I remember being in his bed, just like chilling with my phone, hitting up Amy. And just basically going off on her and telling her that I know everything that happened. And she's like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, and then once I kind of like just told her that I knew, she eventually admitted to it. Once my brother came back to his room, I was there pretending to be on the phone, and he goes, yo, John, what's that thing that mom is saying that Amy cheated on you with me? Like, what? And in my head, I'm just like, this guy, like, he really thinks I'm stupid. At this point, I'm in his room and I see my older brother messaging Amy through BBM, which is like an app that's on the BlackBerry, saying deny everything, just deny everything. I'm just like, yo, hold me back. Hold me back. But I was just like, yo, stay calm, because we just spoke to mom. Mom said she was going to handle it. I mean, I was just pissed. Like, oh, God. I need some water, like, right now. I mean, I'm telling you, I think about it now, it's a funny story, but it's a shitty story too. I mean, damn. But yeah, so then after that, I end up just leaving the room. I don't even talk to this guy. I just leave the room. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I was literally hiding under the table, like under my living room table, because I didn't really know what to do. You know, I was very upset, very heartbroken that I just, you know, I was right. And I mean, even like it was right, and it was just funny because I caught the moment. I caught the moment when this all happened, but I didn't confront him about it. Just so you guys know, till this day, till this very day, I still don't know what really went down. I mean, Amy eventually told me that they just tap kissed, that supposedly she was like washing up in the bathroom, and then my older brother came, grabbed her waist, and they kissed. And I remember asking her, did you kiss him? Did you kiss him back? Did you kiss him back? And she was like, yes. That's what I hear. That's what I got from her. And from him, I heard that he was just like talking to her on the hallway, and then next thing you know, they both like led up to each other and they kissed. But I don't really believe my older brother, and I really don't believe her. But I remember that she was willing to come over my house, and she did, to confront my older brother about it, and my older brother did not want to see her. So I'm obviously going to believe her story a little bit more than his. So after that, my brother and I did not talk or exchange words for like 4 months. And then Mother's Day came around, and my mom, all she wanted was for us to make up. So like she got us together, and we hugged it out, and he constantly kept apologizing. And then we were good. Not gonna lie, I got back together with Amy. We ended up going on and off for like about a year and so. Didn't work out. She just kept cheating. So, I mean, I should have learned from the first time, but after that, we would always joke about the situation, my brother and I, and my cousins would always bring it up. So we would, you know, always make a joke out of it, but I don't really take it personal. Like I learned to just forgive. And, you know, obviously I'm never going to forget the story, but for me, it is what it is. I don't take this for granted. I appreciated the relationship. It made me a stronger person. It made me more cautious with who I dated in the future. And yeah, so thank you, Amy. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like story times with John, please let me know down in the comments. I mean, I have a lot of stories, you know, growing up. So, I mean, if you guys want to hear something else, like another relationship or like just personal stories, just let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Do want to let you guys know that I read all your comments. I appreciate all the love I've been getting recently, and I'm gonna continue making videos for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoy this story time. If you did, don't forget to share, like, and pop and drop it, and pop. See you guys next week.